Hey guys.
Hiya, loves.
Hiya, love.
I'm Gabs, and this is my girlfriend Soph.
Hello.
We are your hosts. Welcome to QUEAR Podcast, where we hear all things queer.
We bring you the best of all the coming out stories, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the outright hilarious.
This is the content that we wish we had during our closeted years.
So stay tuned for our weekly episodes.
Welcome back to episode 3 of the podcast.
Yes.
We're buzzing. Are you buzzing? Don't know why I asked, can't hear you answer, can I?
Okay, so we've just spoken to Meg, who is a TikTok influencer.
Oh my god, what a superstar.
She dives deep into mental health and how she battled with that for a long time, and she overcome it with her coming out.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
We love Meg.
We do.
She's so lovely, and we hope you love the episode.
Yeah, enjoy.
Hello, hi Meg.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Great.
How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm nervous, but
It's
good to have you on.
thank you.
Welcome to QUEAR Podcast.
I'm excited.
We're excited. We've been buzzing all day.
We have. We've been waiting to speak to you.
Nice chance to get to know each other a bit because
Yeah.
actually, well, I say we know each other. We don't really know each other, but we know of each other through
Yeah.
good old TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. Mutuals.
I know, the place where all the gays go.
Literally, it's like Tinder for lesbians.
It really is. It really is. So the
Yeah.
real reason you're here is because you're going to share your coming out story with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear it.
Scary.
So, Meg, where does it start?
So, I think I knew when I was about 13.
Ooh.
Literally, I was quite young. And I don't know if you've ever seen Coronation Street.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Well, do you know Leanne of Coronation Street?
Oh, this has taken a different
right.
spin.
Do you know her sister? Her
Um,
name's Toya.
that's it. Yeah.
Don't have a
So
clue.
I used to watch Casualty that she was in. I don't know if you've ever seen Casualty. I just feel like people know Coronation Street better. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I used to be obsessed with that, and I was like obsessed with watching it constantly. And I was obsessed with this woman, and I was like, why do I just constantly want to watch Casualty? Like, this is not normal. And I just had like a massive crush on her. Like, I was obsessed with her for so long. And then I kept like getting like crushes on girls, like, but not girls my age, like older women.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just have a thing for them, as you
Yeah,
probably
me
know.
too.
And then I think I was in about year 8, and I messaged one of my friends. We're not really friends now, but I told her, I was like, I think I'm a lesbian, and she was like, no, you're lying. I was like, no, like I actually do. And she was like, no, you're lying. Like, and then I think like people at school kind of found out that I said I was bisexual. You know that whole like
Right.
phase where people be like, I'm bisexual, like, yeah, I'm bisexual. And
Yeah, the
obviously,
stages.
you know you're not bisexual, but you just
Yeah.
say it because it's easier.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't know, I really struggled like for so long with it. I think obviously I did tell my friends because I wanted to tell someone, but I didn't actually come out to my mum till this year.
Oh,
Wow.
So from being like 13 all the way
Yeah.
up to 20, I was 21 at the time, like I kept it in for all those years.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was really like, for a long time I was like struggling with my mental health, and I think that was pretty much the root of it, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
accept it. I was just like, I can't accept this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so like, I'm never telling anyone. Like, even though I told my friends and people knew, it was kind of like, this is never gonna, I'm never telling anyone. I can't do that. And then I just kept, like, so I moved away. I heard this on your last one when you said about people going to uni and they start to like kind of become themselves, if that makes sense. Like when they go to uni, they're like someone different. And I moved away for a job, and I sort of did become who I wanted to be a little bit more. And then when I went home, I started to feel like guilty that I was like hiding this from my family.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it, isn't
oh
it?
God, like I'm being this person away from home, but then I'm coming back and I'm like, oh God, like, is someone going to say something? is my mum going to come and visit me, and is one of my friends going to spill it, or
Yeah. Well, you
it's
feel like you are hiding a lie because you've come to terms with it yourself. You know, and you come home and people are asking you questions and you can't tell the truth in a way. You know, you do feel as though you're hiding things.
it's horrible, honestly. I don't
Yeah.
think people realize, like, I think some people have like a really simple coming out. Some people either just, yeah, I'm gay, yeah, tell everyone, yeah,
Yeah.
fine. But then other people, I think they go around it for so long. Like, I did accept it, but I also didn't. And I think I didn't accept it because I hadn't told my family, and because I hadn't told my family, I didn't know if they were going to accept it, and I couldn't accept it. If that makes sense. I don't know if that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
yeah,
Um,
completely.
so yeah, it was really like difficult because I just felt like I was hiding it from my family, and I just kind of, I didn't really know if I was ever going to tell my mum. And I had like a group of friends that always used to be like, just tell her, like, just tell her. And I was like, I can't, like, I just can't do it. Like, I
Yeah.
literally cannot do it.
Yeah, it's like you can't physically get the words
You
out.
can't, no,
No.
because it's like, it makes me cringe, like, oh God, like,
Yeah,
I could
same.
not
I had the
imagine, like,
same.
it's horrible, like, ugh. I used to look at couples of like girls, or like, who were like lesbian or gay or whatever, and they were like figures, and I used to think, oh my God, I want that, like, I wish I could be confident like them, or I wish I could
Yeah. Yeah.
like flaunt my sexuality, but I just
Yeah.
can't, like, I'm so like, not ashamed, but
Yeah. Well, without
Yeah,
family's
it's hard, isn't it?
acceptance, it just doesn't feel real, does it? It doesn't feel
no,
like you can be totally
Yeah,
confident and comfortable in yourself,
no,
you know, without that
no.
family acceptance in a way.
it's
It,
like you said, that double life, isn't it? Because
yeah, yeah. And you do feel guilty for it.
oh yeah, we've all been
Yeah, you
there,
do.
Yeah.
like,
You
haven't we?
do feel
It's
guilty, yeah.
horrible.
It's not even anything to feel guilty about, and you just feel really bad about it.
It's hard, isn't it? It's sad. Like, it's such a shame. It's such a huge part of who you are, and yet you're carrying. Obviously, I can't speak for everybody, but for a lot of people that I've spoken to, and like you now, it's like you carry this massive weight and guilt with a part of yourself that you want to be proud of, a part of yourself that you want to show off, a part of yourself that you want to just exist as.
That is you,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and why should you not be yourself?
yeah,
Like, why shouldn't you? But then also, I think with a lot of people, it's not, well, I mean, for me personally, it wasn't the fear of what other people would think. It was me. It was just me that had the issue. It's hard
Yeah.
to explain. I mean,
internalized homophobia. That's what that is.
Yeah.
yeah, literally. It's like, oh my God, not me. Why me?
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I wouldn't want to change. I'm proud of it. I don't
Yes.
care.
Good.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, well, going back to the story, so I was working away, and I was so like miserable all the time. I was just like depressed, and just I was just crying every single day, and not because of that, just, well, I mean, it probably was, but I didn't sort of connect it, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it's like in your subconscious, just sort of
Yeah,
exists.
it is, yeah. And then one day I was at work, and I just burst into tears, and I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? And then my manager pulled me into her office, and she was like, what is wrong? And I was like, I literally don't know. I'm just feeling so like just sad all the time. And then she said to me, do you think it's that thing that you need to talk to your mum about? And I was like, no, no way. What the hell? No, absolutely not. You're wrong.
Denial.
Yeah, you're wrong. No way, no way, no way. Like, it possibly cannot be. And she was like, okay, well, I just think. And I was like, no. And that was that. Like, that was that. I was just like, no more. I'm not talking about this anymore. Like, I really, really just do not want to think about it.
Yeah, because then it comes real when you think about it and talk about it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It really, really does. And I did not want to address it. I was like, I'm not addressing this. This is not me.
I refuse. Go away.
Yeah, and then basically I took a bit of time off work, and I came home, and well, I thought the situation was maybe something to do with work. Like, I was down because I was working away, I missed my family, I needed to go home. So I went home, and the situation wasn't really getting any better. Like, I was still very down, and I ended up going to the doctors, and I was put on medication just for like my moods and anxiety and things like that. And things did get a little bit better, but I was still really down for, I don't even know how long this went on for, probably like a year this went on for.
Wow.
And then I ended up going back to work, and I was just still so depressed. I was awful. And then it kind of took a really, really dark turn where I ended up in hospital just for like mental health reasons and things like that. And then I was just sat in the hospital and I was like, I've got to do it. I've got to tell my mum. I've got to do it. This is...
Yeah, I mean, you realise probably that was, you know, the cause of it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I just got my phone, I texted her and I was like, Mum, I like girls and boys.
Yeah.
And I was like, and her response was, I can't even remember the exact words she said, but she was like, oh my God, she was like, my beautiful daughter, like, how could I ever not like accept this? And I was crying and I was like, oh my God, she didn't care. Like, she didn't care.
Yeah.
And then she came to pick me up and we didn't really like talk about it for a long time. And then she kind of asked me, she said, so do you like boys and girls or do you just like girls? And then I was like, girls. And that was kind of it basically. And
Wow.
the rest is history. I just started making TikToks and just becoming comfortable with who I am. And
Incredible.
my obsession with Sarah Paulson's got a little bit too much now.
So never too much.
Yeah. I mean, talking about your mental health, has that really come a long way since you have told her?
Yeah. Oh my God. Literally not had a dark thought or a bad thought since.
You know, just the fact that you can totally be yourself and there's no lies, there's no hiding things and that, you know, talking to people about coming out and, you know, listening to stuff, you know, we've had people message in their stories and it is, you know, people do have such a hard time for so long battling it.
Oh God, yeah,
for so long, and it is just like, just the fear, and before coming out, it's just overthinking it, you know, but you just can't help that. You can't help but think, you know, what if they say this? What if they say that? They might not accept me. Just, it's tough, isn't it?
It is, and it's so, I mean, incredible end. Like, so lovely how...
I know, it took a really dark turn. I wasn't going to, like, explain all that, but I thought, well, no, it's the truth. I should kind of bring it up.
It is, and it will help people as well, you know, because they might be going through a tough time. Listening to your story now, they might be in the middle of that, having a really tough time mentally, and you know that could be the cause of it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you know, age-wise and sort of mental struggle-wise, as parallels with like you and me, with like listening to your story, and I just think if I'd listened to your story when I was maybe 15, 16. It would have filled me with so much hope, you know, to think, oh my gosh, there are people out there that have gone through what I've gone through, like what I'm going through right now, and actually all of these worries that I've got in my head, they're probably just my own demons.
But at the same time, we can't, you know, that's not going to be the case for all, because for me it was not, you know, I did come out and it really was not a nice time. You know, not everyone's going to have that experience, but it's nice to hear that a lot of people do. But
I mean, me and my mum have such a good relationship that I didn't really have any doubt in my head that she would care, but it was still there, like, oh God, like, what if? And she knew, she literally knew, like,
really.
She said when I was like 16 that she knew, like, I think parents do. I really think they do. And I mean, my grandma doesn't know, but we won't talk about that because she's 92, she's very traditional, and it's just something that doesn't need to be addressed, if that makes sense.
That's totally fair enough. You know, that's another thing to like know for people who are listening, is you're in control. It's something that you've got to do when you're ready. And I didn't come out to my grandparents for years either. I came out to my mum 6 years ago now. Only came out to my grandparents a year ago. So like, whenever you're ready, you know, if it's not the right time, then fine, you don't.
I feel like I want it to be a case of like, if I ever did have a relationship, it would be a case of, okay, this is my girlfriend. And that's it. There's no questions asked. That's it. I don't want to do this whole big thing, because I think with people of that generation, they don't understand. It's, I don't know, they do understand, but it's very, I don't know, that's black and white, isn't it? It's like man and woman, that's it.
Well, they come from a different world, don't
and
they?
dating is a lot different. now.
Yeah.
Completely. From the stories that I've heard anyway.
I'm convinced she thinks that me and my gay best friend Dan are in a relationship. I really do think she thinks that. Yeah, she'll ask me like, "How's Dan?" I'll be like, "He's fine," and then she'll be like, "Oh," like, and I'm like, as I told him, I was like, "I think she thinks we're together." And Mum was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I really think she thinks we're together." And he's like talking about lads that he likes, and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, this girl, blah blah blah."
Oh,
So
that's brilliant.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
He's like the token best mate. You like,
Yeah.
what's the expression? Is it beard, where you each other's beards or something? Is that what it's called?
Oh, each other's cover up.
Cover up.
No, that's not the word. But
Oh,
is that what you
like
mean?
when two, like a gay man and a gay woman will pretend that they're dating to sort of
Hide it.
portray the fact that they're not gay. We're like, yeah, we're a straight couple. We're not gay at all.
Well, amazing story, and I'm glad that things are a lot better for you now.
Thank you for having me. It's been good. It's been nice to chat, and I haven't really ever kind of put the story on a timeline, so it was kind of nice to just say it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad. It was really nice to hear it.
I think a lot of people will benefit from this. A lot of people going through that, especially.
I really hope so, and I think having something like this podcast to listen to, I would have loved to have had when I was 13, but obviously things are different now, and I hope that anyone in that situation or the position that I was in just talks to someone and just realise that it's okay. There isn't anything to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
Getting a bit emotional.
Yeah.
I know. Well, we were prepared. We were like, this was something that we both really wanted to do, and we were like, okay, this could range from being really lighthearted and really funny to being something that could be, really sensitive, really emotional.
And some tears, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get that.
I was actually getting emotional listening to the first episode that was out when you were like reading some stories.
Yeah.
There was the girl taking her mum to the nightclub.
Yeah.
And it was just, I don't know, I was just like, why am I getting emotional over this? This is ridiculous. But actually, it's because you relate to it. You just relate.
It is. Oh my God, it is. Yeah. Well, a lot of people will relate to your story, most definitely. So thank you very much for sharing. I know, it is hard for people to do that, but it will make a difference to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And people love to hear coming out stories. So just a reminder for anyone out there that does actually want to tell their story, get in touch with us.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's been good.
Oh, thanks for coming on. Oh my God, we need to share your TikTok.
So my TikTok is Meg Bliss.
Yes.
MEGBLISS.
The influencer.
I know. She's got the LED lights and everything.
Yeah,
so
I know.
cool.
I need to get the ring light like you guys, and then I'll be a proper TikToker.
I love that story because it's almost as if, coming out made her mental health just so much better. It's like that was the kind of the root of it, wasn't it? As soon as she said those words to her mum, it just released, didn't it, inside her, like everything that she's held in just like released.
Yeah. Oh, Meg, what a lovely human, and so nice to talk to, so easy to chat to, and her story was so powerful. I think a lot of people will be able to resonate with that story, and to hear that she held something in for so long is heartbreaking, and it's so sad to think that a lot of people go through a similar type of thing.
Holding something in is it's so bad for your mind, isn't it? It's just God, it eats you up from the inside. It really does. It eats you up, like without even knowing it, without even knowing the cause of it.
Yeah.
If you're holding something back without like acknowledging it or accepting it, you might not even know what you're holding back, but God, it eats you up big time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, you can treat the symptoms, but you're not tackling the source.
That's
because
it.
For so many mental health problems, and sadly a lot of that happens with people who are in the closet, people who are carrying that fear, you can't get to the source because you don't have access to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. And, you don't even accept it yourself half the time. So you're battling with something you don't even know. You've not even worked through in your own mind.
Yeah.
It's tough, innit? But it's nice to know and nice to hear that as soon as she did say them words to her mum, she felt a lot better.
Wow,
Yeah.
It must have been so powerful to have expressed what she was feeling and almost in that moment I suppose, felt the weight lift from her shoulders and just feel like a freer human being.
Yeah, God, what a feeling. Weight off your shoulders.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling. Like, fuck, I'm free of that burden that's been weighing me down for so long.
But it's almost as though you don't know it's been weighing you down for so long until you let go of it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Join us next time for an episode of Queer Podcast where we will be speaking to an Orthodox Jewish girl. Now, I am very excited for this conversation because I myself am Jewish, not Orthodox. We'll explain all the kind of meanings of Judaism and the spectrum in the next episode, but as a Jewish person, I'd be very interested to have a conversation with another Jewish queer gal because I don't know many of us.
I'm also very interested because, to be honest, I'm very naive about that and I don't know much about Jewish religion, even though I know the basics, but
she knows the basics from me, but I don't know shit because I'm a really bad Jew.
Yeah, God, I know more than you. No, but I'm excited to hear what it's like coming out in a religious kind of family that is quite religious, Orthodox is quite observant, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There's a spectrum of Judaism and it ranges from Reform to Orthodox, and Orthodox Jews are much more observant in their religion, whereas Reform Jews still observe their religion but in a much more relaxed manner.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn a little bit more about it, to be honest, but one thing I do know is that Jewish food is incredible. So we're going to get the bagels out, all the Jewish snacks.
Yes.
I want the full experience.
We'll get some rugelach, we'll get some challah, we'll get some...
What? Get some what? What's that?
Rugelach is like sweet chocolate bread. It's rugelach.
Rugelach. God, you sound Scouse.
It's just Yiddish.
Oh my God, am I Jewish?
Yeah, if you can do the you're either Jewish or a Scouse.
Yeah, yeah.
Or both.
Well, see you next week.
We can't wait, love.
See ya, love.
Ta-ra, love.
Bye, love.
Bye.